If photo ops and phony rhetoric actually got things done in this country, then Justin Trudeau would still be Prime Minister.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get right into it, gang. It's really hard to get an answer in question period. Mark Carney is already a seasoned veteran, it would seem, at not answering questions. Conservative leader Andrew Scheer takes some shots, asking questions about the budget, the food cost crisis in Canada. Mike Barrett steps in, tries to take a piece off of FPC. And then we have a new gem from the Conservative Party, a new elect. We'll take a peek at that. Let's get into it.
Let's be clear, Trump's tariffs on Canada are wrong, unjustified, and attack on our workers and our economy. Now, while other countries have got deals to lower their tariffs, not only has the PM failed to do that, but he's got Canada's tariffs doubled on steel and aluminum. He promised he was the man with the plan. He can't even get a deal. Our workers are terrified about losing their jobs. And he promised that he'd collect $20 billion in retaliatory tariffs, but then secretly drop those tariffs to zero during the campaign. If he's so sure that he's still going to collect $20 billion, why not table a budget and prove it to Canadians?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, the American tariffs, the new tariffs on steel and aluminum, are unlawful, unjustified, and illogical. I agree with the member. And that is why, one of the reasons why we have retaliatory tariffs on over $90 billion worth of U.S. goods. We are in intensive negotiations with the Americans and in parallel preparing reprisals if those negotiations do not succeed.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Well, one way to deal with the Americans is from a position of strength. But now the Prime Minister is saying that he won't even approve a new pipeline unless there is consensus. This is already unraveling. The radical BC Premier says no pipeline through his province. There's not even consensus in the Liberal cabinet, with top ministers committed to killing oil and gas projects. The vast majority of Canadians don't want to give a veto to politicians. They want to be less dependent on the Americans and to earn more powerful paychecks from selling our oil and gas around the world. Will the Prime Minister show some leadership and commit to approving a pipeline today?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, Canadians from Shawinigan to Saskatoon and the premiers and Prime Minister that represent them have agreed on the importance of building projects of national interest. The consensus that's required includes a consensus with Indigenous peoples, something that the members opposite do not want. We will stand with Indigenous Canadians. We will build pipelines, energy infrastructure in the future of this great country.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
If photo ops and phony rhetoric actually got things done in this country, then Justin Trudeau would still be Prime Minister. In all seriousness, the Liberals' $500 billion in new spending without a budget will make inflation worse. The PM said that he wants to be judged by prices at the grocery store. So let's look at those prices. The verdict is in. Beef up 34%, apples up 18%, coffee up 9%. Will the Prime Minister listen to Parliament and table a budget that controls spending, lowers taxes, and cuts inflation so Canadians can afford to put food on the table?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased for the first time to hear the members opposite talk about lowering taxes.
That's right.
In front of this House. First time in my hearing, Mr. Speaker, before the House is a tax cut for 22 million Canadians up to $840. They want their support.
The Honourable Member for Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands, Rideau Lakes.
The Prime Minister said that we should judge him by the prices at the grocery store. Well, beef prices, apples, rice, infant formula, so many things are all up in price. Well, do you know what else is up? It's food bank use. Now, Canadians have to budget, especially during hard times, and that's exactly what they expected from the self-described man with the plan. Canadians need to see a budget from this Liberal government so that they can see what the plan is to reverse 10 years of Liberal tax increases and the effects of their inflationary spending. When will we see a budget?
L'honorable ministre des Finances.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'm sure my colleague will be happy because we're actually reducing tax for 22 million Canadians. I'm sure he's going to rejoice this evening because tomorrow or in the coming days he will have the opportunity to put his vote where his mouth is, Mr. Speaker, because he wants to support reducing taxes. Well, we'll give him a great opportunity to vote for reducing tax for 22 million Canadians. I know Canadians are going to be watching at home. We're going to be watching on this side of the aisle to make sure he does the right thing for Canadians.
Member for Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands, Rideau Lakes.
It was this Prime Minister that said that the metric that he should be judged by is the price of food at grocery stores. And prices are up, and so is food bank use. And we have been calling relentlessly for them to put a budget in front of this House. And in fact, Parliament has spoken and has said that this Prime Minister must put a budget forward this spring. So the Prime Minister hasn't delivered on his promise to lower food prices or deliver affordable food. Will he at least respect the will of Parliament, respect the majority of members in this House who have called on him to produce a budget so we can see that plan?
Honorable ministre des Finances.
Mr. Speaker, we take note of the vote of Parliament, but in fact, the people in his riding and my folks from Showdown will be watching to make sure that the Conservatives are actually voting in line with their values, Mr. Speaker, because next, in the coming days, they will have this great opportunity. We're giving them a golden opportunity, Mr. Speaker, to show to Canadians that they care, that they want to reduce their taxes, that they want to help 22 million Canadians. We're all going to be watching if they're going to do the right thing. We certainly hope so, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Newmarket, Aurora.
When mothers go grocery shopping, it's about their kids. They would rather go hungry than see them go without. In Newmarket, I met a mother of 3 little boys in tears. She didn't know what she was going to feed them the following week. And who can blame her? 2 bags of groceries now cost $100 and barely last 2 days. The Liberals' inflation is the slow undoing of a family's dignity. Yet the Liberals plan to continue their inflationary spending. Will they present a budget this spring and reduce spending, or will they continue to ask parents to pay for their broken promises?
The Honourable Minister for Jobs and Families.
Mr. Speaker, nobody should go hungry in this country, and that's why we've taken extraordinary measures to support families, just like the member's constituents that she spoke about. Since 2015, Mr. Speaker, child poverty is down by 38%. We've got a ways to go, but we've got to continue working together to get the full benefits of this work.
Oh, yeah.
All right, gang, we'll wrap it up right there. Aaron, Canadian Looney, like, share, subscribe, get notified. Come and join us for one of the live shows. We watch all of the live question periods. It's a great time, fun chat room. Come and hang out. So that's it. Not many answers in question period, that's for sure. Thanks for watching the video. We'll catch you next time. Later, gang. Oh, Randy. Where's Randy, guys? Look up. Is he up there? You up there blowing a squirrel, Randy? Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That squirrel identifies as a chipmunk.